Hey there, it's Mike Langford, and today I have a proclamation. This is a proclamation which you will remember for the rest of your life, for the rest of your business career. You will remember this. It'll stick in your brain. You won't be able to get rid of it. And hopefully it brings you a lot of value and your business a lot of value along the way. Are you ready for it? Here it goes. The proclamation is: interests are greater than demographics. What the heck is Mike talking about? Interests are greater than demographics. Well, listen, demographics are important, and likely you have used them in your business a lot, right? So demographics are things we know about our target customer or things we know about our existing customers, right? We know their age, we know where they live, so zip code. We know whether they're married or not married. We know whether they have children or don't have children, and so forth. We know if they're business owners or they're employees. So that is all demographic information, right? Data points about a person. And the reason why that stuff is valuable, again, I'm not saying it's not valuable, it's valuable because it tells you something about the target client or your existing client. So if you have a client book full of people who are in their mid-40s with children and they're married, you can assume that they're going to have certain business needs, right? So all really valuable stuff. The challenge with that is it doesn't really tell you how to reach those people very effectively and connect with those people very effectively and attract them into your business to be your clients, right? It doesn't help, or it doesn't help as much as it should, right? Interests, however, are way more powerful and way more valuable to you. Like, what are those people interested in, right? What makes them tick, right? You'll think about it. In my neighborhood where I live, there's lots of people who look like me demographically. I mean, they don't look like me because it's really hard. I mean, come on, it's good looking, right? It's really hard to look just like me. But anyways, there's lots of people who look like me demographically. There's lots of white men in their mid-40s. Oh, by the way, there's lots of bald white men in their mid-40s who live in this neighborhood, who are married, who have 2 children in the school system, who own businesses. There's lots of people who look like me here. But that's not going to help you connect with those people who look like me, because here's the deal. I think different than them. I'm interested in different things. I mean, last week, I recorded a video from the gym while my son was doing a basketball training workout. Well, I'm into basketball, right? That's my thing. I'm into youth sports are really important to me, particularly basketball. That's an interest of mine. If you want to connect with me, that's a really good place to start. Start talking to me about basketball. Love the NBA, so forth. You start talking to me about soccer, you've lost me. I'm going, yeah, that's great. Okay, well, good luck with your soccer. It doesn't do it for me. My kids don't play it. I'm not interested in it, right? That's a really simplistic example, but it doesn't resonate with me. Just the same as not all business owners think alike. So you find a lot of mid-40s business owners in Austin, yeah, but they don't think alike, even at all, right? Some of them are into tech, right? Some of them are tech entrepreneurs. The tech entrepreneur thinks wildly different than somebody who owns an auto body shop, right? Now, and not only that, auto body shop owners, of which there's lots of them in Austin, I assume, they don't think all alike. Some people are interested in, adventure sports. Some people are interested in other things. Some people are more into, family-oriented activities. My point is, if you start understanding the interests that people have, and you focus on getting in front of them and sharing those interests, you're going to do very well. Because when you think about what people are doing online or even offline, they are spending time on the things and on the topics that they're interested in. So they are talking about, as an example, basketball. So you can find them chatting it up about sports. You can find them talking about technology. People like me, I'm into, if you want to see me nerd out, I love sci-fi movies and shows. That's my jam, right? So if you're going to connect with me on some of those types of things. Now, it gets really easy to market to those types of people. If we're doing advertising, especially on social media, if we're looking to connect with people more organically, we can follow people who are into the same topics that we're into, the same interests that we're into. It's really difficult to follow people and connect with people based on age. Sure, you can advertise towards them, but it's not always going to work, right? So, a really easy example right now here in my neighborhood in Austin is, look, again, you can reasonably assume demographically that most of the people in my neighborhood look like me. Yet I walk around the neighborhood and I see lots of Beto O'Rourke senatorial campaign signs on the lawns, and I see lots of Ted Cruz signs on the lawns. Yeah. I don't know. How could you know who's who, right? Without knowing if they're a registered Republican or a registered Democrat, right? How are you going to know, right? You don't know what interests those people. And oh, by the way, you find a registered Republican and a registered Democrat, they don't think the same, right? They might have different interests, right? And believe it or not, there might be some crossover interests based on their political affiliation, right? So people aren't monoliths based on their demographic information. Because long way of saying that. Anyways, so focus more on interests. They're greater than demographics. Don't ignore demographics, but spend more time in interests. It'll get you a lot more mileage. Hopefully this was helpful. Keep sending questions in. I want to hear more from you. These videos are doing phenomenally well, which is really exciting. I'm seeing this really, really high view numbers, particularly on LinkedIn, by the way. LinkedIn is like killing it for videos. I got a little trick for that on how to get more video views on LinkedIn, by the way. So if you want to send me a little private message, I'll share that with you. Hope this is helpful. Hope you have a really great weekend if you're seeing this before the weekend or on the weekend. If you're seeing this on Monday, look forward to the next weekend, I guess. All right. Talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye.